What's up guys, Mike here. Welcome back to Game Dev with AI, the place where we're developing our first real-time strategy indie game, just me alone with the help of tools provided by AI such as Chat GPT, Midjourney and so forth. If you follow our progress, we made quite a good progress over the last few weeks developing all different elements of our game, and for a long time my daughter Melissa has been asking me to add the tanks, enemy tanks to the game, so that blue team is providing some sort of better resistance to us, so it's more fun to play. But there is a big challenge adding the tanks to the game, and now I'm gonna show you why. So in this video we are gonna try to add the tank to the game and also destructible rocks, which can be destroyed and then you can pass through it. This is one of the biggest elements of the game. Let's get started with the tank. So first let's cover the basics. Each tank in 2D game consists of the base and the gun, the turret. So the base is going itself, and then the turret is pinned to the base and it's turning 360 degrees. So in a primitive game, this is a sample I found with Riley. Take a look. If we play this game, you see turret is turning around and it's all very nice, very easy. Turret is pointing, it's turning 360 degrees, it's all behaving fine. But my challenge is our view is not really top-down view like this. Our view is kind of from the back. So if we rotate our turret 360 degrees, it will look terrible. Let me show you. So let's say this is our tank and this is our turret. And you can see our projection is more like a symmetric projection. It's not top-down. I really cannot do top-down projections with Midjourney. And I didn't even want to. This looks better to me. But look, if we turn our turret, it turns like this, very nice. This is good, right? But if we go too much, this looks really silly. If it goes too much down or too much up. So you can see if we go too much, it looks kind of broken. And my problem with this is that turret, which is a sprite, let's find it quickly. It has behaviors of the turrets, right? So we have turret behavior, pin, and line of sight. I'll explain them in a minute. Let's start with the turret behavior. The turret behavior allows you to set turret automatically track the enemies. So in our case, we set the range, rate of fire, how often it shoots, for example, every 2 seconds, rotating speed, predictive aim, so it's trying to predict where enemy is going. But there is no setting here to set the maximum angle of rotation. I really don't want turret to go all 360 degrees around. I really wanted it to set angle of rotation, like for example from here to here, so it doesn't go all the way around. And this is quite a challenge for me. So far I couldn't solve it. I'll show you how I tried to solve it first. And let me quickly show the code of the tank. So this is the tank Gritty, and he has a turret Gritty, which is a separate object. So if we see our tank, let's just see the tank. This one. So it has no nose, so I remove the nose. This way the nose is added using the separate turret Gritty. Now we create separate object turret Gritty. Where is it created? Here. And we pin it to our tank, and we destroyed it when the tank is destroyed. Now let's check the behavior. So when turret Gritty has target of our units and it has line of sight, then it should start shooting. You can see here turret shot, and then we set animation to fire, we create the bullet, and so forth. This is a regular behavior that we already discussed. But the challenge is it rotates too much. So I tried to add this check extra condition to check the angle between us and the enemy should be within 15 degrees. So if we enable this condition, it will rotate less, but if our enemy is on top or too much down, the tank will not shoot. So let me show you what will happen. Let's quickly run our playground. Okay.
Lock and ready to kill.
Let's get
ready and waiting.
Right away, sir. Territory taken.
Alright.
The factory is out.
Lock and loaded. Ready to kill.
Right away, sir.
Ready to kill.
We have here a problem with flipping,
Consider
but
done.
that's another
Consider
story.
done. Consider done.
Right away, sir.
I have 2 towers now, so it's shooting 2 times. Let's remove one. Okay, running again, just one nose. Alright? You see it's pinned, but it's not flipping properly.
Consider
it's another
done.
story.
Consider done.
The flag
It's
is away,
pinned
sir.
well, but it has to be flipping together with the tank. It's always pointing here.
Enemy flag secured. Consider done.
So you see so many challenges
Right
with
away,
the
sir.
tank.
Consider done. Ready to kill. On my way, sir.
Alright, it's turning.
On my way, sir.
Right away, sir. Right
It's
away,
striking
sir.
me.
On my way, sir. Consider done. Ready to kill.
Destroy
On
their
my way,
base.
sir. On my way, sir.
But you see it's
Consider
really
done.
not
Sir,
shooting
right away,
because
sir.
every time I'm
Ready to kill.
out
On
of
my way,
15
On my way,
degrees, I cannot
sir. Ready
shoot.
to kill. On my way, sir.
But I can still
Consider
turn
done.
up.
On my way,
Right
sir.
away, sir.
So we're not solving anything. I'm gonna disable this condition because this is not helping at all. So now it will turn around, but it will shoot properly probably. Let's try.
Lock and on loaded. My way, sir. Lock and loaded. Ready to kill.
Okay, it's turning. Alright.
Ready and waiting. Consider done. Consider done.
Okay, it's striking us.
Ready and waiting. Consider done.
Alright. Let's try to destroy
Right
him.
away, sir. Right away, sir.
Ready and waiting. Ready to kill. Ready and waiting. Ready to kill. Lock and ready loaded. To kill. Consider done. Lock and loaded. On my way, sir. Lock and loaded. On my way, sir. Ready to kill.
It's quite strong.
Right away, sir. Right away, sir.
Come on, guys,
Ready
you
and
can
on
do
my
it.
way, sir.
Oh, come on. It's killing everyone. Yes. We killed him. Perfect. So for now, I don't have a perfect solution yet. It's just a start. Let me know in the comments if you know how to solve to make this tank work better with a rotating turret. We'll find solution eventually. And meanwhile, I'll show you another thing that we developed is destructible rocks. Our units can destroy these rocks, and then they can pass through it. Let's quickly check it out. Alright, so if we have
Ready
rocks
and
on the way,
Right away, sir.
it needs to capture the flag first.
Enemy flag secured. Ready and waiting.
Robots in production.
When we are fighting, we're not destroying the rocks, you see? But now we can. If I remove our
Taking heavy
enemies,
fire.
we can focus more on the rocks. Let's do it again. Okay, let's focus just on the rocks, no flags, no everything. See? He starts destroying. And now he can actually pass through it.
Ready and
Right
waiting.
away, sir.
See? And he will automatically destroy if the rocks is in the range. And now we can pass. Perfect.
The flag is ours.
Very nice. Okay.
Territory taken.
He's trying to maneuver around the tank.
Lock and loaded.
Okay, and we died. Let's try with another one.
Lock and loaded.
Right away, sir.
So if we come too
Consider
close
done.
to the rocks,
Consider done.
it will automatically try to destroy them. See? And rocks create this kind of hole. And I can destroy them myself just for a test. Perfect, let me quickly show you how I did it. So rock itself is a sprite which has a lot of different types. When it's created, we choose one of these types automatically. So you can see we create rocks here and we set animation one of those rocks, so we have rocks of different types each time we start. And I also move them to the bottom of layers so they're not overlapping our units. Then rocks also have health because we need to destroy them. It's instant variable, and if health is less than 0, which means rocks are dead, we create particle smoke. We create decal hole, which is let me show you this one. Also we created with Midjourney several types. It's what's left when something is destroyed, like a tank. We set animation, we choose one of the holes types, and we move it to the bottom of the layer so it doesn't overlap again. We play our audio of destruction of the rocks, and very important, we need to recalculate our pathfinding map for our troops friendly and troops enemy to make sure they can now pass through the hole. Before that, rocks were solid, so they were not possible to pass through them. If we check our behaviors, it's a solid. So until it's destroyed, nobody can pass through it. When they're destroyed, we create particle smoke and the hole also fades away. And then we create condition of rockets in collision with the rocks, and then just temporary buttons to make sure I can test it. And also I created the particle, debris particle, which is creating debris flying. This is the same way as we did sparks in the previous video, just with different particles. And now let's see everything together in our playground. I made sure that our units destroy the rocks if they're not fighting, so let me just quickly move them away so you can see a little bit better. For example, with enemy. And now let's check it out. And this one closer. Alright, so enemies cannot pass. Well, they can probably because these rocks have a hole behind. So he will try to pass here through this hole, but he cannot pass here. So he's walking around, obviously. Now let's destroy some of the rocks. Okay, I destroyed them. Let's see. Now he should be able to pass through it. See? So it's working as expected. So these are destructible rocks, and that's our progress for today.
Alright, so quick update. I was looking at this abomination and I just cannot help myself. I need to make the better solution. I mean, come on, look at this tank barrel looking at 6 o'clock. It's just depressing me leaving it like this. So I decided to scratch it and start all over again with the tank and its barrel idea. I decided to get rid of the turret rotation completely. So here is the solution that I just implemented. So before I finish my video, let me show you what I did. And by the way, I apologize, my sound was crappy last few videos. I just noticed I was using the wrong microphone input in my Camtasia. It was just recording from the webcam instead of this mic. I mean, come on, man. There's just so many things to consider. I hope sound is better right now. So what I did is I created, let's step backwards and get rid of this 6 o'clock nose. Yes, I created 3 frames with the, I keep calling it nose, tank, barrel or turret, with 3 positions of this nose: down, straight and up. So basically 3 positions and not so much. So let me show you the positions I used. Like this is down, straight and up like this. So we're not going to do this silliness or this silliness. We really don't want all this crap. Like this, and like this. 3 positions. That's it. Now I save them as 3 files. We go back to our project. Tank gritty. So we have gritty front, gritty up and gritty down. Image points origin in the center. Image point 1 is where we're shooting from. Image point 2 is our shadow. That's it. Now I got rid of the turret object completely. We don't need it for this tank. It just doesn't make any sense in this isometric view. It's only good for the top-down view where you can rotate 360, but in my case it just doesn't look so good. Now what did we change in the code? Let's check. I had to rewrite everything from scratch. I removed the object of turret gritty. Now I'm checking if we have line of sight of the enemies, and we check the position of the enemies and my position relative to the enemies. So take a look here. For example, up, gritty up, if a position of Y on the Y-axis is compared to our units, because gritty is enemy, so I compare to our units Y. So we compare the position of compared to enemies. If enemy is here, turret is here. If enemy is here, turret is front. If enemy is here, turret is down. Here we go. So I write this line of code. It's not a code, but conditions, okay? And then this is down, this is front. Chat GPT help me, by the way. We've been chatting a lot with Chat GPT over here. And he was helping me really a lot, defining all these conditions where we put turret up, turret down. So I'm still using a lot of help from ChatGPT as well. Now, next I needed to rewrite firing. So I got rid of the turret that was firing before, and now the sprite itself, tank gritty, is going to fire it. So every 2 seconds, instead of turret, our tank will wait a second because we don't want him instantly fire. It doesn't look good. He needs to like rotate and get ready for fight. That's why it's tiny delay. Then you will see why I'm using this sign in just a second. And then we spawn a bullet from the tank this time, not from the turret. From the image point 1, which is the end of his nose. Again, we set animation to bullet. We set angle of the bullet into the enemies. And this one, I will explain also a little bit later. Then we run sparks, just to add visual effects here. And also we run the sound. Then we fade out the particles. Then we wait a second, we disable sign. So before I explain what sign means here and why we use this, let me show you the idea. Let's run the playground. Here we go.
Lock and loaded. On my way, sir.
Okay. So
ready and waiting. Ready to kill.
Now he will see us.
Lock and load. Ready to kill.
See, he goes barrel down.
Ready and waiting.
And pay attention what's happening when he's firing. There is a recoil going.
Ready to kill.
Right away,
So
sir.
when he's firing, he's doing this recoil, which is really cool.
Lock and loaded.
Right away, sir.
And it feels like it's animated. It's
ready
much
to kill.
better than just static. That's why I was adding this sign.
Right away, sir.
Oh, he actually won. Everyone is dead. Good job, Gritty. Alright. So now you see why I did this sign. So this sign behavior is going to be rotating Gritty. Where is the sign behavior? Line of sign. Sign is for an angle. Basically, when Gritty is shooting, okay, let's do this. Gritty is shooting. We're gonna do recoil little bit, move him back using this Gritty set X. This actually GPT suggested to me. And then I'm also rotating him a little bit up and then down back. So this way he looks like when he's firing, he's going recoil back and then a little bit up. And this looks really cool and well animated. So now everything is much better. Let me just put some, for example, hero tank. And let's see how it works with 2 Gritty. And Gritty is now just one object. There is no turret. We don't need it here, actually. Alright, this tank doesn't shoot, and it's immortal. I mean, come on, one step at a time. Let's see how it works. It just goes. See, they start shooting him. And they turn perfectly. And the turret doesn't go too low. It doesn't go 6 o'clock. Okay, now they miss. Okay, looks much better than before when the turret was going all the way down or too high up. See? Now we're talking.
Lock and load. On my way, sir.
Let's see if we can win.
Consider done.
I don't think we can win 2 tanks. But let's give it a try. Go, rocket guys. I mean, come on, man. Let's use this immortal tank with the recoil.
Ready to kill. Done.
Kill him. He's really strong. It's a medium tank for our game. And as soon I want to add like a pilot that you can shoot out and then you can recapture the tank. Alright, so you see guys, this looks much better. Now I'm much more excited than before. You can hear it from my voice because that abomination with the nose at 6 o'clock really depressed me before. That's all for now. Let's keep on going and keep developing our game. I'm very excited to see our progress so far. I hope you are as well. That's all for today. Take care. Cheers.